This is Zach Martin. We're playing some real classics for you, songs you probably have not heard in thousands of years. Well, you've never heard them before, I'm guessing. We're talking with Michael Levy, composer and performer of the Lyre of Antiquity. You can get more information at ancientlyre.com, where you'll find music, information, history, CDs, links, photo galleries. Michael, we talked a little bit about how you got a hold of your ancient instruments. Do you make any yourself? And if I wanted to play the lyre and enjoy some of this ancient music and learn how to play it, where would I go to find an instrument if I can't have you make it? Or maybe is this something I can make myself? I don't know, but what about that? Do you make any of these on your own?
I wish I could construct instruments myself. Unfortunately, it takes all my mental faculties to try and change the strings on the things. I was never blessed with any practical skills, sadly, except for actually playing musical instruments. But I'd love to be able to actually make some of the things. But if you are interested in acquiring a lyre, I have a blog on my quite frankly amazing website, ancientlyre.com, and the blog is called How to Acquire a Lyre. And this blog basically covers everyone I've been able to find who makes replica lyres or ancient harps. The instruments that I own, the first lyre I had was from Mid-East Ethnic Instruments. These are incredibly affordable lyres, and I'd highly recommend them for any beginner. Although there are a few disadvantages with the cheaper instruments, although they mic wonderfully well, and I have used them in lots of studio work. In fact, I've recorded all my albums since 2008, my first one, King David's Lyre, Echoes of Ancient Israel, right through to 2011, where I did my first Roman-themed album called Echoes of Ancient Rome. I used the Mid-East Ethnic Instruments evocation of the biblical kinnor, because this is almost exactly the same sort of sound that the ancient Greek kithara would have made. That was the wooden lyre favoured by the professional musicians of ancient Greece. And the Romans also had their version of the kithara as well, because the Romans tended to adopt Roman culture in full, including, I believe, the cuisine from ancient Greece. I had a fascinating conversation with a lady called Sally Granger, who's wrote books on, what was her books called? The Classical Cookbook and Cooking Episcus. She actually specialises in cooking original, authentic, surviving ancient Roman recipes. And she explained that just the Romans tended to take over the culture and, in fact, the cuisine of the many countries they tended to conquer. For example, the famous Roman fish sauce was apparently, first of all, a Greek idea. So that's the Romans for you. So they took over, presumably, their version of the Greek kithara. That was Mid-East Ethnic Instruments. The lyre I play at the moment is the wonderfully handmade version, the evocation of the biblical lyre, the kinnor, made this time by Marini Made Harps, a company based in the US. And I was recommended Marini Made Harps by an amazing chap who's been really invaluable in providing the fascinating background information to the biblical lyres through all my research since I first acquired my first lyre in 2006. And this chap is called John Wheeler, who incidentally edited a book by Suzanne Hake Van Shora. She was a late Jewish composer who dedicated her entire life trying to restore the lost music of the Levites. That's an altogether different story. That's quite off at a tangent. But I do have a blog on this in the historical research section of my website, the 3,000-year-old music of the Bible revealed, ? Anyway, make up your own mind and have a look at that particular blog. Right, I'm completely off on a tangent. So that's some of the instruments. Just to summarise, you can get some brilliant beginner-level instruments from Mid-East Ethnic Instruments, and if you want a really special, affordable lyre, which is handmade, I highly recommend the Davidic harp, made in many different forms now by Marini Made Harps in the US. For a list of all other lyre makers, as I say, I do have a blog on my website, How to Acquire a Lyre, and you can find that in the blog section, and in that I've listed literally every lyre maker I have so far managed to find, so check it out.
Very good, Michael. This next song that we're going to play right now is Ode to Ancient Rome, since we discussed so much of how the Romans adopted the Greek culture. Let's hear it now.